Hello, hello. Welcome to Bunny Love 444. Static clean. All right, so we're going to get the root chakra. Welcome, welcome, soul family. Welcome to all my newcomers. As you all know, tonight is the new moon in Leo, and it's the Wanning moon, which is about the divine feminine coming into her true authentic self as a divine feminine, okay? Because God is saying, like, it's time for you to step into your power. It's time for you to come to your purpose or your sacred task. It's time for you to also be able to rest and relax and see what your divine task is, okay? Get some Palo Santos here. Well, hello, Bunny Jr. Hello, Bunny Jr. How does it go? Oh, too funny. So there's some for you, some for me. And as you can tell, it's like with the Leo, it's about being strong. And also, we're in the Mercury retrograde that happened or started Monday, August 14th, and it's going to go till September 14th, where it's bringing a lot of confusion, a lot of frustration. So it's basically it for some of you, it's going to be a very emotionally challenging time for you, okay? And there we go. All right. Let's get the Mediterranean sage so that we can cleanse our clarity. I definitely need that because I'm telling you, things can be very challenging emotionally for you. And that's definitely facts upon facts. It's the facts, Jax. So don't ever look back. Keep on keeping on. Um, Before we get started, like I said, go ahead and hit that like, subscribe, and that little notification bell, ding, 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 so you know when I go live. And if you want to get a hold of me, like I said, I don't reach out to anybody. I won't do that. If you want to get a hold of me, my email is down in the description box. If you want to donate, it is greatly appreciated in this time right now, and that's also down in the description box. But yeah, there's kind of a lot going on, emotionally. But the main thing is Father saying, this is that time to actually have that strength to step into your true power in order to evolve. Now, a lot of you should be seeing the fact that when you're taking that R&R time, yes, Divine Masculine, you too. But when you're taking that R&R time, it's like you're seeing that change. You're seeing that evolution within yourself. You're seeing your true authentic self now. And others are seeing your true authentic self too, because Divine Masculine came in and he said, yeah, I am definitely afraid of Divine Feminine's light. Okay. And I have a lot of regrets of the things that I said and did. Okay. So for whoever that resonates, just know there's a Divine Masculine coming through, and he's wanting you to know that. All right, so let's find out what is in our head, heart, and body. And yeah, I needed just as much as you tonight because I'm telling you, I am so drained when it comes to the things that I've had to go through and the meetings sitting in and, all of that stuff. It's like So many irons in the fire, and I'm sitting here making horseshoes, right? Horseshoes. Yeah, it's supposed to be about the luck, but my lucky charms is still waiting. All right. Okay, so a lot of you could be feeling the ascension symptoms right now as we're going through the Mercury. Okay. Um, but yeah, something about Father saying that a lot of you feel like this confusion. It's like you're getting downloads, but you're having that confusion, which is now making you frustrated because it's like you're asking for signs, you're asking for guidance, and you feel like you're not getting it. He said you are getting it. Okay. All right. Yeah, because he wants me to tell you too that the waxing moon is divine masculine, where the waning moon is divine feminine. Okay. And that's the waning moon, especially with the new moon here, because we also have the super moon, the super blue moon that's coming up on the 31st. Okay. Um, but it's like divine masculine, divine feminine. You are spiritually vibrating on the 5D. Okay. There's a lot of telepathic messages coming through. I'm also hearing that divine masculine can feel divine feminine's, emotionally challenging stuff that's going, because this new moon is all about emotionally challenged. Okay. And with the retrograde on top of it, being that this month is also the lunar month. Okay. Because we have 3 moons in 1 month, and we have the full moon, the new moon, and the super moon. Okay. So that's very significant when it comes into the energy. Pay attention. So what do we have in our head, Father? What do we have in our head besides our brain? Okay. I don't know why, but try to stay positive and optimistic, okay? No matter what happens, it's like just keep pushing forward, okay? What do we have in our heart, Father? What do we have in our heart? Yeah. When we get to that one, I'll put the message out there that just came through on that one. What do we have in our body? What do we have in our body? What do we have in our body? Do you see that? Did you see that? And our overall energy, again, Archangel Michael coming through, and this is all about our creativity. So somebody is really being very creative when it comes to the challenges that you are facing. Okay. I'm also hearing that somebody is being pretty deceptive on a situation. Yeah, Archangel Uriel is coming through. Okay. And when Uriel comes through, this is saying, listen, they're giving you some type of enlightenment right now, because you're not really transforming to who you're supposed to be. Now, it's also saying that you could have a friend, something about you can have a friend that doesn't feel good about themselves or is in their head. Yeah, they're trying to discover something. Okay. Just give them motivation, let them know that they'll be abundant, they'll have that joy, and they will send to higher levels when they fully open up to their creative side. Okay. So let's find out what is in the head. Wow. And we're in the Leo moon, and guess who showed up? Leo. Okay. So a lot of you are in your head because there's that confusion, there's that frustration. You feel like you're bound and restricted from certain things, okay? And didn't I tell you that inspiration, okay, be that motivation and that inspiration when it comes to standing in your power? It's being your true authentic self so that you can evolve, right? And it's time to focus on the task and the mission that Father has for you. So that's why the Lion of Judah came out, because Archangel Michael is saying he's here protecting you. But it's like you're being inspired to do something with your creativity that's very abundant, and it's bringing you this new beginning, okay? And I will have to say I have to claim that because of yesterday's situation. Like I said, I've been blessed on that one, but it's being able to know that even though a lot of us, and I say a lot of us because right now, it's like, yeah, yesterday they blessed me and moved it to Thursday at 5 p.m., but it's like at the standstill, energetically, physically, mentally, emotionally, it's like you're at that crossroads. It's like energetically, you feel like you don't know which direction to go anymore. It's like you just want to be done with it all and say that's it. But you got to keep showing up. You got to keep being that inspiration, and you got to stand in your power. This is Archangel Gabriel coming in. Okay. So when Archangel Gabriel comes in, this is saying something about even though you don't know which direction to go, there's going to be some type of revelation that comes through. Okay. They're showing me some type of revelation that comes through. And it's like once you, Divine Feminines, once you step into your true authentic self to be able to evolve, it's like you're going to come back into the innocence of who you are, and that's going to inspire you to do your sacred task and in your purpose, God's purpose for you. But the thing is like I said, it's like when it comes to your passions, when it comes to your creativity, your abundance and everything, a lot of you can kind of be at a standstill when it comes to that passion. You're very balanced, but it's like you you have faith that God's going to give you the clarity of the direction to go, but you don't know the outcome. And it's about being patient. And it's like everywhere you turn, it's like something new pops up on your path. And you're just like, okay, now what? Now where do I go? Now what do I do? So a lot of you are in your head at this very moment because the Mercury retrograde will bring that confusion. It will bring that frustration of, like, everything you do is no, 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 no. Okay. Well, sometimes we have to have that yes, because it's like when you constantly have no for everything that you're doing, this is the type of energy it puts you in, right? And you try to stay positive, you try to stay optimistic, but it's like there is somebody purposely trying to block your path and to keep you stuck and stagnant on your path. And Father is coming in and trying to inspire you with your angelic team and say, you got to stay strong. You got to keep moving forward. You got to keep moving forward. Okay. It's like you have to fully trust in our Father and know that He's doing the best He can for you. Okay. So now what's in your heart? I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I'm telling you. Okay. So when you do your sacred task and the purpose that God has for you, of course, you are going to be like, okay, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? What about now? And it's about having that service too. Okay. So it's like you will hear the divine guidance and you will come to be able to be that service because this is your heart's calling. It's like this is the song that makes you happy. This is that evolution that makes you happy as an angelic being because look, you have Archangel Michael and Archangel Gabriel coming out. So, it's you need to be able to trust in your purpose. You need to be able to trust the direction that they're taking you because Father knows the direction for you, and it's probably way better than what you anticipated, okay? But it's like he keeps inspiring you to be service to others, because when you are doing the work of him, it's like he gives you that communication of, listen, I'm not going to let you down. I'm not going to forsake you. You don't forsake me. I don't forsake you. And together we are powerful, right? This is all about that communication. Because when I see Archangel Michael come out with the dark blue, that's all about the throat chakra, right? And right underneath that is we do have the communication. So I'm hearing for some of you also, it's like you stand in your power to be of service, but somebody is trying to pull you off of your direction. Somebody is trying to stop you from your direction. So, what do we have in the body, Father? Yeah. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? In the body, you have that love and grace of our Father, right? And this right here, the humility, okay? This is Father coming in and say, you know, something about playing small. You're playing it so small when it comes to the service of who you are. Yeah, he's saying you're playing it small when it comes to who you are. But it's like the universal pattern is stay balanced, get the communication, do everything out of love, feel God's grace and his mercy, okay? Because with this one, I'm telling you, it's like you're playing it so small right now. It's like you may have little, okay, say it again. Okay, so Archangel Jophiel come in and said, they're playing it so small of the stuff that they're very passionate about. Okay, and they're getting the divine guidance. But the thing is being in their head and not knowing which direction, because that Mercury is bringing in that confusion and frustration. It's like their passions, it's like, eh, maybe not. But it's like you have a certain role to play on your divine purpose, right? You have a certain part that you have to play. And Father said, and play nice too, okay? Because it's all about that unconditional love. It's all about that grace. It's all about being able to stand in your power and be a service with unconditional love, putting no expectations on anything, okay? The only thing is he said you can expect the unexpected with Father. All right. So again, it's like when I see this, something is coming here where with Archangel Gabriel, okay, and this inspiration and stuff. And it's like when it comes to grace, somebody keeps communicating to Father, thank you for your grace, thank you for your mercy. You keep praising Father with an attitude of gratitude, being thankful for all the things in your life, the small, the challenges, everything. Yeah, because I'm hearing by you being an inspiration in people's life, it is bringing that balance and it's bringing that harmony for them to be able to communicate, to be able to start picking up, to evolve into their true authentic self as a divine feminine, divine masculine, so that they can come to their true task, to their true purpose. Yeah, and when you got, the weird thing is we have red, white, and blue out here, okay? So he's also saying that, you may be feeling this confusion, this frustration. You may be feeling lost. You may be feeling like you're stuck and stagnant. You may be feeling like the Eight of Swords, like somebody's got you bound and gagged, right? It's it's the fact that when you look at this, Archangel Michael is coming in and saying, speak your truth. You are a pure divine being, and you are deeply rooted and grounded and protected. But it's also telling me something about when you're looking at this. Okay, some of you could be 53. There's something significant about 53. There's also something significant about 50. Okay, so I'm also hearing that you may have inspired your counterpartner, that there may be an age difference. Okay, there may be a little bit of an age difference. And the reason why I say that is because it's like something that you have been talking about has now inspired them to come and communicate with you, to get to know you better, to spend that quality time, to really listen to the universe's plan of what they have for your life. And it's saying bring back the passion, because when you communicate with this person, it's going to ignite some type of passion, and it's going to ignite a spiritual connection. Okay. Something about it's going to ignite this very abundant new beginning to your creativity. But it's like this person, okay, so this person that's coming through and saying, listen, I was once lost and unhealed, and you put me and you inspired me and you motivated me and you empowered me to go down a new path, to see things from a different perspective, to really open up and pay attention to what, the universe is bringing to me, or what God is bringing to me. Yeah, and it's like keep inspiring that harmony and having grace for everything on your path. So that's beautiful. And well, I don't know why I keep saying beautiful. It's gorgeous, it's hot, it's sizzling, you know? Yeah, look. Divine Feminine, I'm telling you, it's like now is the time, especially with this being that we had the full moon on the 1st, we have the new moon here on the 16th, okay, and we have the super moon on the 31st, but we're also in the Mercury retrograde, and it's also the lunar, month, one of the rarest months, because 3 moons, full moons, okay? So this is about awakening to that deeper knowing of who you are. It's about being able to take that R&R time for yourself to figure out, what have you learned about yourself? What are you being called to? What is inspiring you? What direction are they trying to take you? It's about you being able to stand in your power and to evolve properly, so that you can emerge to the wisdom that is needed, so that you can unlock, this is like a keyhole. You can unlock your new foundation. Okay, I'm hearing unlock your new foundation. Also, some of you could be awakening and coming more into God and having a new direction with God. It's like, because a lot of you feel like you weren't saved, okay? And you're finding this new direction now that has really inspired you. I'm also hearing that there's a divine masculine, which is the waxing moon. Okay, right now we're in the wanting moon, which divine feminine is wanting to step into her evolution and power. Just kidding. But, anyways, I'm hearing divine masculine is wanting to be able to give divine feminine some type of flowers. He's being spiritually guided to like come forward and be a service, okay? Not be a pain in the ass anymore, but to be a service. Because I'm hearing, excuse me, ooh, I'm hearing that now that you've inspired him, it's like it's pedal to the metal, baby. It's doing 360s in a rainy parking lot. It's like standing in your power, but it's like there's something deep that he hasn't healed yet, because you see this mother figure right here in the clouds, right here. See her face? He is like listening, trying to get some type of advice. Okay. And I'm also hearing that don't claim things that you're not. Why that came in? Oh, she's saying don't claim things that you're not, because you will spiritually block your ancient wisdom. Okay. So let's move these over a little bit so we can get these cards in. All right. What do we have for the inspiration, Father? What do we need to know for the inspiration? Yeah. Told you, believe in magic. Watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat. Again, that just never works. Just kidding. But you see that key right there? Look, you're opening up to a new foundation to be able to fulfill your own cups, okay? Not being codependent, not having abandonment issues. You evolved from all that, right? Emotionally, you worked through them challenging times. But look, you see the key? It's saying, you got it. You got it, darling. Scoop it up. Scoop it up, buttercup. Because yeah, we also have the emotions. We also have Saturn coming through and being able to cut through the things that are most detrimental to you, okay? And you're learning how to love yourself, and you're getting closer to God. And here is, the dolphin, the ocean of emotions, right? It's like the sparrow is like carrying you from the past and being in the present of the here and now. Um, the Star of David, I'm hearing, our Father is there. You have divine masculine too. You're feeling some type of magic with the waxing moon, which is divine masculine. Okay. So you are now being able to be abounding to your life and understand. Some of you could also be meeting up with your twin flame. Um, they may be into music. Music may be their Achilles like it is yours. Okay. Um, but you have inspired them to even go in and do their deeper healing, because they know they're not fully healed. Okay. And it's like in this wanting moon, this new moon with Leo, it's like you having that strength and being that beacon of light of staying deeply rooted and grounded to let your divine masculine see from a different perspective, because he's back here. I'm hearing he's kicked back and he's like this and is like, yeah, yeah, I really like your light, I really like what I see, because it's that inner beauty that is shining. Look at the aura around her. It's like she is very angelic, and look at the crown. Now she has got a special ancient regal crown as a master teacher. There is also the owl of wisdom. The eagle is seeing things from a different perspective, and her standing in her power, she speaks her truth because she's royalty, right? She's royalty. Okay. So good job, divine feminines. Yeah. You've exceeded your own expectations of your direction and that new change that you have come into, right? It's like you now are starting to see, like, I'm on top of the world and I've been divinely guided on my path to stand in my power. And it's like energetically, you stand up there and you scream at the mountaintop, right? And you're like, yes, we did it. We did it. And it brings that harmony in your life, right? It brings that harmony, that peace, that joy. Okay, so what do we have for harmony, Father? What do we have for harmony? What did I say? You standing firm, right? At the top of the mountain. Look at that harmony that I was just talking about. Look, you standing firm at the top. Okay? It's like You know that you have not fully healed, because none of us are completely fully healed. And anybody who says they are completely fully healed, it's just like service interruption. We all have healing to do every single day, because there's things and events that happen. There's people who come in, there's people who hurt us, there's situations that happen that hurt us. So we're always being a service, not only to ourselves, but to others, right? We're always making sure, we're always checking that list and making sure that we're healing ourselves daily. Because anybody who, like I said, says that they're fully healed, uh-uh, uh-uh. That's that's a no, Ghost Rider. I'm going to tell you that's an absolute no, no, because there's no way. There's no way. We have so many things that happen to us on this 3D matrix every day that you still have to do healing. When people betray you, when people, talk ill about you, and they're biased against you, and they're slanderous against you, and they cause a lot of dismay in your life, it's like you sit back and you're, what did I do besides sitting here chilling in my own domain, right? Sitting on my own throne. All I'm doing is sitting here communicating with the divine, and these people are wanting to run their, uh, I'll be nice and not say it, but yeah. So, I mean, it's something that you have to do, but being of service is going to bring you great joy, okay? Because it's going to lift you up. It's going to help you step into the innocence of your inner child, because it's not just about the outer appearance of the beauty. It's your soul and that inner beauty of all the hard work that you did to be able to use that wisdom and give that knowledge out, give the testimonies out, be able to speak, okay? Because here's where a lot of people get it wrong when it comes to the healing. The thing is they think, oh, well, I'll tell everybody what I'm strong about, but I'm not going to tell them what I'm weak about. Okay, well, did you know that your weaknesses are just as sexy as your strengths? Because it shows the fact that you are doing the inner work on you. Okay, and being able to communicate that is saying, listen, yeah, I have weaknesses. One of my weaknesses, I am way too giving, way too giving, way too trusting. Okay, Father, that's what he's communicating to me right now. He's like, but you are divine, because you see the angel wing on there? That's the golden angel wing. Okay, that's the cherub. Okay, that's the cherub, the one who sits at the throne with Father, who praises Father every single day, does the work every single day. And no matter what comes, people want to throw you in this type of energy, but it's mind over matter. I don't mind, because they don't matter, right? It's like, I know what direction that I'm going. And Divine Feminine, this is that exact time where you need to know the direction that you're going, so that you can unlock and get that holy grail of being able to fulfill, because this is all about compassion and the intimacy to evolve into your true authentic self, to stand in your power, to create that new foundation of who you were, so that you can serve humanity, right? So it's really standing in your power. So what do we have for communication, Father? Yeah, it's the duality, baby. It's going through all the changes. Okay. This is exactly what I was talking about them directions. It's like people, places, and things change every single day. Energy changes every single day. As you can see today, mine's kind of it's not a low energy, but it's kind of like, rah, here I am, you know? But it's about being able to go through them changes, because it's like we go through the different seasons for a reason, in order to have it for a lifetime. Okay. And I've always told you, people and things come into your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. And it's up to you to use your discernment. Why are they there? What do you need to learn? What are they doing to you that is triggering you to make you reflect back of what you need to fix within you, right? And that's the divine communication. That's the divine communication. It's like you being able to have this new beginning and know that you are very deserving of it. It's like you have to know your worth. You have to be confident. Okay? Because I'm also hearing that something about your divine masculine is in a state of confusion and is actually kind of frustrated because he's shy, he's intimidated, he doesn't know what to think because he has not seen a divine feminine like you that is confident, that can speak the truth, that lays it out there, that has that great balance. And something about the intelligence of what you communicate, it's like, how do they know this? you know but they're starting to blossom because they're having to start fresh now of being able to find that balance within their life. It's like father's saying something about it took them a long time to be able to admit the things that hurt them most deep, the things that they most fear. Yeah, and I'm here. Oh man, hold on. Okay, so somebody's heart is like beating out of their chest, and then there's a divine masculine that is having the chest pains because he has a broken heart. Okay. So this comes back to being able to inspire him, give him the ancient wisdom knowledge to show him which direction to go, because the direction that this divine masculine went, he went down his creative side, right? He's like, I'm abundant in my creative side. And this love thing, yeah, there may be a new beginning, but it's like, I need to heal myself because if I ain't going to show up and I ain't going to treat you right and I'm going to take you for granted and I'm going to lie and manipulate and, just not be true to you, it's like, I don't want to come and spoil your life because you are very abundant and you have that cornucopia of like anything that you touch, it's like a blessing, anything that you create brings that cornucopia. It's like you have learned how to use your resources and communicate with the divine to be able to excel no matter which direction somebody tries to pull you, right? Father says, no matter what, if he says, no matter what, if there's a will, there's a way, and there's always a way. So you need to have the will to be able to get up and do it. You need to be able to have the will to see and take the rose colored glasses off and see which direction that you need to go to stay on that right path, because not everybody has the best for you. Okay. Some of your closest friends or closest family members or, you know, your partner, they can say that they want these things for you, but it's like they don't support you. They don't understand you. They give you mixed emotions. It's like they put you in this state of confusion, which makes you very frustrated. And it's like, wait a minute here. Now we need a break. Now we need separation. Now I need to like bail and like I need to beat feet and kick rocks, because the thing is like they're saying that they were not expecting you. Okay. They were not expecting you. And this is part of standing in your power when it comes to your purpose, because if God has a greater mission to you, magnetically, it's like you're going to be drawn to this person. And when you're drawn to this person, it's like instantly you feel a connection. Now, you may have never spoke, or you may have said a few words, back to back, but automatically it's like you're catching yourself every day. It's like, I love this person. I feel balanced when I think about this person. This person's constantly on my mind. It's like, I want to communicate with this person. This got to be a divine connection because there's something different that I feel. And it's like my heart has been so broken. And it took me so long to even recognize the things that I did of being accountable for that heartbreak in love. But there's somebody that has entered your life that has brought this harmony, that has brought this peace, that has brought this unwavering love, right? It's like something that you haven't felt before. And this person could have even um, could even be inspiring you to like, come on, let's go paint, let's paint a blank canvas, or let's get body paints and paint each other, and it's not in that sexual way. I'm saying it's the creativity. So I don't want people to take it the wrong way. Um, but it's also like you can inspire this divine masculine because, yeah, he may be very, very passionate at what he does, and he may also inspire a lot of other people. But the thing is there's something in his creativity that you're going to like trigger, okay? And it's not trigger for a bad thing, is what Father's saying. It's a trigger for a good thing because it's actually going to bring him into something that he's never tried before. And he's going to be very deeply rooted and grounded in it. He's going to be like, whoa, yeah, this is different. This is very different. But you know what? Wow, look at how it's taken off. Look at that abundance. Look at that good fruit that we're bearing. Look at that cornucopia that we've been blessed with, right? It's like you will inspire him in another creative direction, okay? Because you're not anybody who is truly on their purpose. Okay, love don't hurt, love don't cheat, love don't deny. Love does everything to keep things balanced, the communication, the loyalty, the faithfulness, the honesty, everything. Okay? And it's like you're bringing this divine masculine, which I'm hearing it's your counterpartner. Your counterpartner is your twin flame. But it's like you're helping him stand firm and build back his self-confidence, because even though he may have been at a certain level of whatever he created, good morning, sweetheart, good morning. Um, whatever he may have created, it's like he may be standing firm of, wait a minute, there's some red flags. Why aren't things popping like they used to? Or why ain't they growing like they used to? Or why is it that I put all my time into this creativity, and it's like when I put all my time into this creativity envidor that he's doing, he shuts out this. He blocks out love. He don't communicate about love. Okay, so you're inspiring this divine masculine to be noble, to be brave, to be strong, right? Be strong because we are in the Leo moon, right? This is having that strength of Judah to know that he can be able to push forward through this. Okay. I'm also hearing something about, he's wanting to start fresh and balance out his emotions. Okay. Because a lot of men won't show their emotion side. They won't show their emotion side because they may be in some type of power, or they might be in some type of pride, like the lion, rawr, the pride, right? Or they might be in their ego, and therefore they don't want to admit it. So, hello, hello. Um, but it's about being able to help him know that, hey, you are excellent. Hey, you are deeply rooted and grounded. You are very balanced when it comes to your creativity. But let's balance everything else and come to your purpose, because that is going to show you the right direction for that harmony in order to have that inspiration to do something massive that goes above and beyond all that creativity that this person has done before. And it's going to bring that joy with being of service, right? Of being of service. Okay. So I'm also hearing that this divine masculine, he's very intuitive, because when you see the light blue garment, it's like he's very intuitive, and he may have been a service to people. Okay. He may have been an inspiration to people, a motivation, empowerment. Okay. Whatever it may be, because see, this list is very long for divine masculine as well. It's just he's done it in a different way. Okay. But spiritually, it's like You have to believe in the magic of that unconditional love. That just because somebody hurt you does not mean everybody's going to hurt you. You have to know that God is giving you that golden key of abundance to keep on fulfilling your own cup, and divine feminine keep filling her own cup, and you coming together. And it's like, look, you serve humanity something that you co-created together. Look at the gems, okay? Because this looks like emerald, ruby, and onyx. It looks like emerald, ruby, and onyx. So this is saying, emerald is all about that new beginning from the heart, right? The ruby is saying that you are more precious than any rubies or any silver or any gold, because it's in the Bible, right? And the onyx is God's protection. Okay, so there's something that with this new foundation, you and your divine masculine are going to be serving humanity something that is going to be very fulfilling to them. They're going to be like begging, give us more, we want more, or how do we get more, or how do we order more, so this is something massive, okay? But you have to emotionally work through the challenges and love yourself, balance things out, right? And you need to be able to give grace to God, because he's the one that co-created you and your divine feminine to be able to come together. Yeah. Wow. All right. So what do we have for love, Father? What do you have for love? That's right, baby. LOVE. Get it? Toom. Look, it's launching on your journey together. It's like divine masculine doesn't want to go his whole life not knowing if he's got a twin flame or not. He's okay being alone. He's okay isolating himself. Same with divine feminine. It's like two peas in a pod. They may be in completely separate living quarters, but it's like they're mirroring each other, because they like to, kind of isolate away and work on their creativities. They like to isolate and just know that they don't have all these energies bum rushing them, right? But spirit is coming in and father's coming in and saying, pack your bags, baby, because one of you's moving. Okay, one of you's moving to your other counterpart. Okay. Yeah, you could be moving to a whole new city. And he said right here, you see the number 5? There's the new beginning, right? And when you turn it this way, he says, don't question what I have in store for you. He said, because the thing is you're going to be moving. Don't question. He says, you can communicate and have that fresh start, but don't question what I have, because the communication, see the 3 right here? He says, the communication that I have for you, it's like some of you are moving into a new home, okay? You could be setting forth into a new journey when it comes, a new direction with our Father to come into that divine sacred path. Some of you could be moving to the big city, okay, right here, the big city. Some of you could be moving to the mountains or out in the country. But when it comes to the spiritual connection, you see this? This is the spiritual connection of divine feminine and divine masculine. This connection, there is something very sacred that you are supposed to do. And that's why he said, do not question. Pack your bags. It's time to roll on, baby. It's time to roll on. And don't forgive, or don't forgive. Don't forget to give Father grace and thank him for his grace and his mercy for everything that he is showing you, because this is the true beauty. This is Archangel Gabriel coming in, and this is you coming into that purity and that evolution of your true authentic self through that growth and that transformation, and not letting that confusion and frustration get to you, But to be able to see, hey, wait a minute, you know, I'm tired of playing it small. I'm tired of people playing me small. Go big or go home, baby. He said, listen, go big or go home, right? He's saying that you stand in your power. That's about having that strength like the Lion of Judah and the new moon in Leo, right? Because it's all about you standing in your power, but you got your choice. Father says, you got your choice. Where do you want to move to? You know, stop playing it small and bring back that passion. It's like set your goals, set your intentions, because your intentions become your reality. So it's like you have to put it in place. You cannot sit here and keep making excuses, okay? Because Father said, if you let the door hit you where the good Lord split you, you're always going to be stuck. You're always going to be stuck. And it's time to stand in your power. This new Wanning moon that represents the divine feminines, it means you see the change. Is you're confident. You know, you got your goals set. You know exactly what you're going to do, because Father says, listen, I'm not going to let you sit here and play small anymore. I'm not going to sit here and let you hide yourself away when I have blessed you with the most greatest personality, the greatest communication, the greatest understanding, the greatest giving, the greatest generosity. Okay. He's saying, and you're so charitable when it comes to other people's needs. Even if you don't know them, it's like you communicate with them to stand in your power, because you are now starting to exceed your own expectations. You were like, I didn't think I could do it. I didn't think that I could stand up here and stand firm on all the rocks that these people were throwing at me, the way that they treated me, took me for granted, manipulated, and used me. And now I listen to God's calling. Now I have transformed. Now I am in this harmonious bliss of knowing what my purpose is, knowing what my mission is. And my mission is to follow God, the Son, right? To follow our Father and to be that overseer on the divine path, to start helping other people see the fact, wow, you may not be able to see my potential, but I now see my potential. Okay. So, family, it's important. Anybody new, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and that little notification bell. But it's about you being able to say, listen, okay, this person really shit in my bowl of Wheaties, right? And I'm not going to eat that. I'm not going to eat that. I'm not going to take that. I'm not going to take it lying down either. The thing is you learned how to take and transmute that negative stuff to the grace and mercy of God's feet. You left all that baggage, That's why you only got 2 suitcases, because you're starting new, honey. You left all that baggage at the mercy and grace of God's feet, because you are now starting to say, I'm not going to play it small. You're not going to play me small. It's like you want to pretend that I'm small. Well, guess what? God's going to show you how big it really is, because it's kind of like David and Goliath, right? When he stepped in there, he thought he was going to be human on human. And what did he get? No, he got something much bigger, right? And that's why God's saying, choose your battles wisely. You do not always have to react or defend. When you are emotionally healed, when you are on your divine path, that's going to change. It's going to be like, I still love you, right? I still love you, but I do not accept what you have done to me. That is not on a direction of my sacred path, right? You're not going to put me in this confusion and frustrate me. You're not going to call me out of my character. You're not going to shame blame me and everything else and try to point fingers. That's not going to happen. My passion to follow God and to walk with God is much higher than what other people want to say, because I know that we are here, Soul Family and new collectives, and all of the wonderful people that are coming in and getting this message. We are all here to have that unity, to have that new foundation, but to come together with a counterpartner who is going to truly love you unconditionally. And I'm talking unconditionally. You don't have to ask this person, "Hey, could you go and do this for me?" or could you do my laundry, or could you make me food? This person, it's going to be like the grandfather clock. You're going to know how that person ticks, and they're going to know how you talk, and together that clock and them gears rotate perfectly. And that's what Father is saying. It's like you will know because you will feel it. And with the emerald, the ruby, and the onyx, it's like you will feel it in your heart, mind, and soul. And you will feel this precious connection that is more precious than rubies, silver, and gold. Because material things don't matter. Father says you can't bring them with you anyways. So why boast and why gloat and be all up on that and worried about it? You can't bring that with, right? When you're going to the next dimension, you don't get to bring none of that with. It's like completely stripped down. He gives you a new garment. And now, from being way up here, when you go into that next dimension, it's like you may be here, 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 or like right here. It all depends on the work that you are doing now here in the physical 3D is going to determine, are you going to be stuck in the 4D? Are you going to be, stuck in a dimension that you're like, where's all my kindred loved ones? Where's everybody that I love that has, crossed over? It's like you're going to be sitting there going, hmm. And spirit's tickling my crown chakra right now. That's why you saw me put my hand on my head here, because he comes up there and he does like this, right? He does like this, and he's like, "Oh, I'm so proud of you," you know. So just know that he is very proud of you, and he wants you to soar high. He wants you to spread your wings, and he wants you to grow. He wants you to see that growth. He wants you to know that you have a bigger purpose, and you've been playing it small for far too long. Okay. And so many people have gone unnoticing you, or they come across you and they're like, nah. But then all of a sudden, Father gives them a revelation and they're like, wait a minute, why am I being drawn back to this person? That's because you have some type of soul contract. It doesn't mean a relationship. It could mean you have a soul contract from a past life of something that you did not complete, something that person triggers you. Okay. So it's about paying attention. What did I tell you about spreading your wings and flying free? Look what we have at the bottom of the deck: flying free on the dove of love with our Father. This is the shape shifting, because the cherubs, they can shape shift, and it's the dove of love, right? Because God's like, I will carry you through every step of the way. I will help you spread your wings. So that's beautiful. So what do we have for grace? What do we have for grace, Father? What do we have for grace? That's right. And you will learn how to savor every pleasure that Father gives you, whether they're small things, whether they're medium, whether they're large, or extra, 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 extra large, because it's all going to be depending on how much self love did you give? How much healing did you be able to do? How much did you work through the emotions that kept you from being able to let people in, because you always had your guard up, right? It's like you always played it small and you were like, yeah, I'm a lover, I'm a giver, but don't come don't come in my bubble, okay? Because it'll go, you know. It's like when you come together with your divine counterpartner, it's like this person is going to mirror you. There's going to be such a sweet feeling that you feel. It's like you're going to be both soaking and bathing and basking in all the beautiful that the God is giving us, right? Because you went beyond your expectations and you expect the unexpected from Father because he's a man that can take the impossible to possible. He can take the victim to victory. He can take the mess to a message in order for the communication to come through to show you the direction you need to go. He can show you that stop playing it small when it comes to it, okay? You have emotions, you have feelings, you have a heart. And when you come from your heart, it's like stop playing it small. It's like do not care what these other people think or say about you. What you should be caring about is what God says about you. Okay? That's what you should be worried about. These other people, they can talkie and keep on walkie because you know what? It's like that communication receptor, Father shuts that transistor down. So, I can't hear what you're saying. I don't know. It's like these people also, I'm hearing in your inner circle, try to play it small with you. It's like, oh yeah, you're doing great. And then behind your back, they're like, man, this person really needs to heal. Or man, this person, they're an emotional person. But Father is also saying too, when it comes to your weaknesses, mark my words when I say, Father says, and I'm saying Father says, because they are just as important as your strengths. And I say your weaknesses are just as sexy as your strengths because that makes you uniquely you. And there's no other person like you. So it's like, stop fretting on what other people are thinking and saying. And, it's like something about Father saying, it's like, stop worrying so much on the self image. Love your energetic vessel. Love who he co-created, because if you don't love you, you don't love your body, you don't love your soul, you don't love your attitude, what are you saying? Father resides in you. You're saying, I don't love anything like that about you, Father. See, that's where he says you need to watch your thoughts and follow that inspiration because he resides within you. Okay. So he's saying if you don't like who you are and you want to sit here and pick out your flaws and you want to play it small and belittle yourself, you're only going to attract people who are going to cut you down. Kind of like you're at a meat market. It's like you're all hanging around, and all these people are saying, oh yeah, I want. And then all of a sudden it's like you start talking and they're like, oh, wait a minute. This person don't love themselves. How are they going to love me if they're not balanced within self? Okay, so that's why it's important to step into your true authentic self. Do the work on you. Stop worrying about all these situations. Stop worrying about, well, what direction is Father going to take me? You will know exactly what direction. But when you take the time to do the inner healing on you, it's like Father is saying something. It's you embracing, because he went like this. He's like, you embracing the learning, the growing, to see how you have changed. Yeah. So if you don't believe that you have changed, you're keeping yourself small. You're keeping yourself closed off. You're doubting yourself and you're doubting our Father. That is not an option, especially not since we're in the Mercury retrograde and being in the new moon of Leo. This is about being strong. This is about seeing things from a different perspective. This is about changing the things within you on how you used to do things. Because when somebody looks at you, they're going to be like, whoa, look at how vibrant she radiates. Okay. She is now looking at things in a different perspective. She's not the same person that I knew a year ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. It's not the same person because you have grown into your authentic self. Okay. Anything else with the get it? There we go. Oh, boom, 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 boom. I love it. I'm telling you, our Father, He is awesome. He is phenomenal. He is extraordinary. And He is a man of blessings and miracles continuously. Because the cards that came out, don't be afraid to embark on your journey of what your purpose is, what your life mission is, on your destiny, okay? Don't be afraid to rise above. It's like, look, for so long, you played small. He said, look, now that you are totally fulfilled and being able to speak your truth, you may not be able to fully speak out all your emotions. That's okay. We're imperfectly perfect. We don't have to put it all out there in a nutshell, right? But you learn to come from your heart space and follow God's divine guidance to stay passionate and deeply rooted and grounded because you were playing it small for so long and you were waiting for the winds of change to change something for you, but you weren't willing to make the change within you. And Father said, it's time for liftoff, baby. It's time for liftoff because now you ain't going to do nothing but dwell in the truth. Okay. So for some of you, he's saying that it's like you're going to dwell in the truth by standing in the light, standing in your truth, no longer hiding things. Be accountable for the things that you do. Be man enough or be woman enough to step up and say, you know what? I did it. I did it. And I did it because of this. Or I said this because of this. Or I was merely trying to speak my feelings and you took them out of context. Okay. Because they have to learn how to listen with an open heart, not an open ear. This is where a lot of people get it wrong. Yes, you listen with your ears, but Father says balance the mind and the heart out. Because when you can listen to somebody from your heart, you have a greater understanding. You energetically will have that knowing. You will know what's up energetically. You will be able to physically feel other people's energies, their emotions, their anxieties, their sadnesses, their excitements. You will be able to feel all of that. Yeah. And I just got so up here on the crown. It's like when I said that, it's like energetically, you also have to protect yourself because there are other people who don't want to see you succeed, who don't want to see you evolve. And they're going to say things, okay? And anytime they even say one thing, okay, like here's an analogy, Father, we are not saying this to anybody. It's the analogy that we're bringing through. But if somebody comes up to you and says, oh, you're never going to make it, well, they just projected that on your life. Energetically, you feel it when it comes in, ringing in like that. And that's why I had to use that analogy. So you have to step up and say, guess what? Somebody's saying all of this. Well, Archangel Michael, come in, remove all them lower energies immediately. I rebuke and banish in Jesus' almighty name. Guess what? They ain't going to be able to do it. It's going to bounce off of you back to them energetically. And you're going to see when Father speaks and says, hey, this is going to happen, this is going to happen, and this is going to happen. And you speak your truth. And all of a sudden, these things, all of a sudden, this is happening, and this is happening. And you're like, whoa. Yeah. It's having that connection, but also protecting. Watch who you let in your energetic vessel, okay? Or around your energetic vessel, because you don't want to be sitting at that table with the Jezebels, right? You don't want to be sitting at that table with Lucifer and his little congregation over there, right? You don't want none of that. You want the Thanksgiving with Father. You want to be able to stand in your power. And when I am bringing that forward, Father's having me bring that forward because there was a gentleman who didn't even know me and saying that I was Satan, right? And that God needed to save me. And I said, well, honey, God saved me a long time ago when I did the healing. But now I wish you well on your journey. I pray for you for your healing because he is out there projecting, right? Because he's so hurt. Father showed me he is so hurt from a broken relationship. And these people don't think that I can see into that. But Father, yes, when you come into your true purpose, when you are walking your true sacred task, you will have them deep connections. And them are what you call soul connections. And them soul connections, we have 18 of them. Okay. That 18 is the spiritual enlightenment for stuff about you to step into your higher self. Now, a lot of people are like, well, how do you know it's 18? Because Father said, that's all about being deeply rooted and grounded and awakening to your spiritual enlightenment, to have that awakening to come into the innocence of who you are. And as each soul tribe member starts awakening, they're going to be like, whoa, I got this feeling before this happened, or oh, I called it before it happened, welcome to awakening. Okay, that is the beautiful part of this journey. It's like it's something you can't explain, but Father, he's like on it like blue bonnet, right? He's like, thank you for the confirmation, Father. He's on it like blue bonnet. He's like, come on, let's go have that Bunny Tracks ice cream, let's celebrate. Because when he speaks, he don't speak just to hear what you, or for you to hear what you think you should hear. He brings it out raw, like the carrots from the garden, raw, like the potatoes from the garden, right? It's like he brings out them vegetables and them fruits and says, this is what I see. This is what I know. This is what I need you to do. And it's up to you if you want to take direction from Father, or if you want to fight the system with him and have your free will and make your own decision. But just know when you do that, you're not standing in your power, and it's going to take you back to the Karma Cafe. And I heard that for Labor Day, they're coming out with a new Karma Cafe drink. Okay. They're saying it's going to be pretty delicious for some. But when you hear karma, karma is not a bad thing, because you have your good karma and your bad karma. But when Father speaks of the bad karma, oh, you'll know. Confirmation, you'll know. Okay. All right. Let's see what else he wants us to know. He's coming in with the self-love. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Hello, Ricky Ricardo. Yes, sugar. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Hello, Uday. Hello, Sister Luana. Hello, Paula. Welcome, welcome to everyone else that's in here. Lots of love. Lots of love, lots of peace, lots of healing. Yeah. And Father is saying, it's the gift of strength to be able to stand in your power, right? It's the gift of strength. So now we're going to get some self-love, because Father wants you to have that self-love. You need to love yourself, because if you're putting things into you that is not good, that is bringing down your health, you're also doing it to our Father. Okay. So he wants some self-love to come out, to see where your power sits, right? Didn't I say stand in your power, right? It's the gift of strength, because he wants you to come in as that divine being. He's wanting you, oh wow, he's wanting you to have the strength to work through your emotional challenges and come into that true authentic self, come into your sacred purpose, your sacred task for Father, because this is broken down to the divine path, right? It's about you being able to love the divine path that he has put you on. It's about being able to blossom and grow, because you see this rose, okay? Normally rose has thorns on it, right? And that's the beautiful, most beautiful way that I can describe a woman. It's like we are that rose, okay? And then thorns, it's like you have to carefully be able to grab that stem for some of us who are not healed, because them thorns are all of our past trials and tribulations and traumas and conditionings and things that we went through in our past. And what happens when you touch it? You get pricked, right? You get hurt. Yeah. But here, Father is saying, when you heal that past and you step into your true purpose, this beautiful rose that you are, you blossom, and there are no thorns that are holding you back. There are no thorns that are stopping you from taking that direction to move forward. So that is hot. That's rocking. That is divine. Yeah. Honoapono. I love it. This is the master teacher coming out with Honoapono. Okay, this is meaning healing. Okay? So he's wanting you to have the strength to heal yourself, to look in the mirror and say, "Hey, what do I need to change about me? What do I need to love about myself? Where do I need to build up more confidence? How do I build up my self-esteem?" Okay. The one way that you can quickly build up your self-esteem is know that this energetic vessel is your rented body, yes, but who resides within you? If you believe in our Lord Jesus Christ, he resides within you. And if you're not taking care of your body, if you're abusing and misusing, you're doing it to him. You're doing it to him. And that's one of the greatest way to where you can embrace and learn to have that self-love, to boost that self-esteem, because he walks with you. He's not jumping around. He's When the battles come, he walks before you. Okay? When you're following your divine path, he's there behind you to catch you if you fall. And when you are on the right divine path, it's like he's on either side, showing you season and favor, showing you the right direction so that you don't step off. Okay. What else do we need to know, Father? Yeah. Beautiful. There's that enlightenment. And this is you working through your emotions, seeing the true beauty in you. This is your solar plex chakra. Okay. It's like no more holding them feelings down. You can be able to speak your feelings, but don't use your tongue, which is a muscle that is one of the most damaging things. Do not use it to call somebody out of their name, to belittle them, to slander them. Do not sit and raise your voice. Stay cool, calm, and collective, because you know what? It has more of an impact and more of a punch to them of being able to come into that healing as the soul lesson, because this is a soul lesson for all of us. But it gives them that punch, that power punch energetically, to say, wait a minute. Emotionally, I'm putting your life to help each other, shine our light, right? But if emotionally I'm sitting there ripping and tearing and stripping and cutting and slicing and dicing, it's like, that ain't love. Love does not commit evil. Love does not commit sin. Love does not cheat. Love is devoted. Love is harmonious. It is gracious. It is giving. It's loyal, and you can be able to communicate them things. You're not out there, okay? So if you are in a relationship and somebody is doing that to you, Father says, get the enlightenment, because that person was only there for a reason or a season. They weren't there for a lifetime. They weren't meant to be there for a lifetime. There was something on the soul lesson that you needed to learn. But see, the thing is people don't want to be without. So they create that double energy where they create that attachment, that bondage, and they stick to something. And so then that says, listen, I'm playing it small because I don't like what they're doing, but I'm going to play it small. And what they're doing, I'm just going to have to suck it up, buttercup, and I'm going to have to endure it. Nuh-uh. Father says, oh, no, no. You need to have the strength on your divine path. This is a 911 message right here. You need to be able to move forward because all is not lost. All is being gathered in order for you to come to that sacred task. Here's another card of healing. Okay, so we have 4 cards. We have the master teacher coming out. We have the solar plex coming out. Where'd it go? Yes, believing in the magic. And make this an everyday ritual. Like I was speaking of, every day we have things to heal from what people do to us, what they say to us, how they treat us, how they interact, you know. Every day, Father says there's something you need to heal within your heart. And it's about being able to forgive them from your 4th chakra and have that deeper connection of saying, wait a minute, I need to make every single day a ritual. Okay. And when I talk about rituals, I'm not talking about voodoo. I don't want people to misinterpret what I'm saying. When I say a ritual, this is God's ritual that every day, at the end of your day, before you close them eyes to go on the beautiful adventures with Father, make it a ritual to heal all the things that hurt you that day. Do not go to bed with an angry heart, he says. Do not, because that's where you start holding that resentment. That's where you start holding them grudges. That's where you start creating that anger that brings on a hatred. And that is the devil's work. That is not God's love. God's love is the unconditional love from your heart. Okay? This is loving everyone and everything that has been co-created on this earth. Whether you feel it's got a purpose or not, Father says everything has a purpose. Everything. Okay? Because something about, hold on, he's showing me something. So the birds eat the worms in order to survive. And when the bird passes away, the worms eat the bird. So it's that interconnection of what he's saying is like, appreciate everything. Appreciate everything. Because when you see it from that analogy, it's like everything is there for a healing source. Because if the bird didn't eat the worm, they would not live, right? And when the bird passed, if the worm wasn't eating off of the bird, they would not exist to be the underworld, being deeply rooted and grounded with Mother Earth Gaia. And they serve a purpose, right? Each animal and insect and human being, every plant, every rock, everything, they serve a purpose. Okay. They have certain minerals when it comes to the rocks. The plants have certain pollens. Yeah. So he says, see the beauty in everything and make it a ritual every day to heal the things that have caused you pain for that day. Because when you do that, it's like you're allowing your heart to stay fully open and love unconditionally so that you have that warmth and that vitality and that passion to do everything from unconditional love. Because a lot of people are like, there's no way this person can be that lovable or that giving or that kind or that respectful. When you have Father with you, anything's possible, right? He makes the impossible possible. Yeah. Yes, hello, Ricardo and Jackie. It's great to see you in here. Sending you lots of love and light too, all of you. Now, what did I say? That it was a soul lesson, right? What I just explained to you was the soul lesson, and you being able, because Father said you needed a little R&R time, right? That's about sitting in the silence, listening to Father to be able to communicate, right? He's saying, the guardian angels are saying, listen, sit in that silence to be able to communicate with them. Because look what came out. That's a soul lesson, to be able to speak your truth and to be able to put things out there truthfully, not hiding, not being manipulative, not being deceiving, and not hurting each other. Because when you use your tongue as a weapon, that is committing sin with Father within, right? Okay. What else do we need to know, Father, of the self love? Here's another soul lesson. Okay. Father's coming through with 25. It's broken down into his number 7. He's saying the soul lesson is you need to love yourself. You need to see yourself as magnificent. You need to see yourself as extraordinary. You need to build your self esteem up, knowing that Father resides within you, because he's coming through the crown and telling you, listen, I reside with you. Your thoughts are not just your thoughts, they're the thoughts I put in to test you or to grow you. But this Mercury retrograde, about the confusion and frustration, the new moon in Leo, which is all about emotionally, you need to balance your emotions, okay? You need to be able to speak your truth, but watch your tongue, because if you're doing it in a hurtful way, you're not going to grow. You're not going to achieve them blessings from Father. He says you have to have that ritual of every day. Be accountable for your actions. If you hurt, make sure that you be accountable and that person forgive you, so you can close that cycle. Otherwise, them karmic wheels are coming. Like I said, that Karma Cafe, he's got a new drink for Labor Day. Okay. He's saying he's got a new drink for Labor Day. And the reason why he's saying that is because lately so many have been sinning. There we go. This is confirmation of everything that I've been saying right here. This is about the new beginning, right? This is about you waking up to your purpose, waking up to your destiny, awakening your third eye, which is your spiritual antenna to speak to our Father, Lord Jesus Christ, right? It's about you standing in that power with Him and seeing that merge of you doing the work and the healing in order for them blessings to come. Because He's saying, listen, if you don't do that, if this doesn't start becoming a ritual where you release all the hurt and pain that people may have caused you, or you may have caused others, it's like, if you don't start healing that, the blessings that are made for you, He says He's going to start sending to the ones who are putting in the work, because He's not going to bless the ones who are not going to do the soul lessons. Okay. It's just not, it's not happening. So yeah. And there's a divine feminine that's really in her thoughts right now, because when he's making my nose itch, it's like the confirmation. There's a divine feminine energy right now who is like, wait a minute, I'm making progress. And it's like, I'm taking them steps. Here's what Father wants you to know. Don't think you have to make these gigantic leap steps that where it's going to trip you up, or where you're going to fall back into your old programming condition, and you're going to start bringing back them devilish energies when it comes to mistreating or the things that you're doing, right? It's like you have to step into that energy and say, wait a minute, I want to walk in the righteousness with Father. I want my blessings. I don't want somebody, because these are my blessings. This is my intentions. These are my goals. These are the things that I have been looking forward to. But This new moon right here, which is the Wanning moon, this is all about divine feminine. You better step it up. You better step it up, and you better work hard on you, because these little tactics that you're doing, these little Father's showing me like this, it's like these little push and pulls that you're doing, and it's like he gives you a message and you disobey the message. He's like, yeah, you're going to lose it. You're going to lose it, because he will give it to somebody who knows that they are deserving. See, that's the other thing that Father's saying. You have to give the affirmation that it's easy for me to receive, so that it's easy for you to receive what Father is telling you. But you also have to know that you are very deserving of his blessings. But he ain't going to just hand it out like it's candy, at a carnival. He says, you need to put in the hard work. You need to show your Father, who loves and cares for you, that you're going to do the hard work, that you're going to pay attention. And when he gives you a message, don't defy it. Don't try to take control and change it, because you're going to feel left out. It doesn't matter what other people think. It matters what our Father thinks. Okay? All right. So now he's wanting us to get a divine abundance. 4 shuffles for our stability, Father, so that we are stable and secure within you, because your wings do protect us and you do help us spread ours and fly. Okay, one more shuffle. What do we need to know, Father? What do we need to know? Okay, what do we need to know, Father? Told you. You got to stay grounded, especially now in this Mercury retrograde that is going till September 14th. If you keep having more negative reactions and negative things happen, and you're not doing the ritual to look at, why is this happening? What do I need to heal within me? What communication is Father bringing to my head that I need to work on with me? Because you want to stay deeply rooted and grounded, and you want to be passionate about changing. Because if you want to say, oh, well, yeah, I want to change, but then it's like you're over here being disobedient to Father, but you're over here saying, no, I want to do this. Father sees all, he knows all, he hears all, he feels all. And the thing is he's saying, listen, make it a regular thing to ground yourself every single day. Make it the ritual to surrender the things that hurt you at the mercy and grace of Father's feet. And don't go back and pick it up. Don't go back and pick up that luggage. And he's saying, don't question him. Okay. He knows what's best for you. He knows for your blueprint. He knows already, because he's like, some of you are taking it lightly of what I'm saying, and others are like soaking it in so deep that energetically he is clearing your path. Energetically, he is coming in and saying, this is Tao. Tao is coming in with Father and saying, listen, energetically, they're going to clear your path. Because with you doing the work, they're like, oh, no. It's like, you're not going to feel this emptiness anymore. We are not going to let these attachments keep attaching and try to sacrifice you and prepare you. Here, we are trying to prepare you for your harmonious divine plan that Father has for you. Yeah. And step into your inner child, okay? Because a lot of you are putting and pushing down into your solar plex things that happened in your past, things that happened in your childhood, things that you are trying not to remember. But Father says, you can't hide it from me. You think you're hiding it from everybody else, but he brings it to your mind. And he's doing that so that you can heal that solar plex, so you can heal that emotion. Okay? Anything else? Yes, because he says, listen, you need to feel these emotions. That's how you heal. And that's how you make change. Okay? So he's saying right now that it's like, when Teo comes out, Teo is very, very potent of saying, listen, I'm done with the madness. I'm done with the negativity. I'm done with the crossroads in my life. I'm done with the people always putting me in this situation of oh, I'm easily to manipulate. I'm easy to be put in a direction that, oh, whoa, I didn't know it was that. But the thing is, as Father said, energetically, you need to have that passion to know who's pulling you where, who's trying to pull you off that path. He's like, you need to be able to receive it because, like I said, it's like you need to come into your own evolution. And the only way to do that is right now because this moon is very significant when it comes to evolving and emotionally working through these challenges because Father's there. He's like, even though the retrograde's here, I'm not going to make it so that you're confused. But remember when I was telling you when Father was communicating to me about the karma and he was saying that there's a Labor Day new karma cafe drink that's going to be served to those who are disobedient? Confirmation, because they are weaving a web of lies. They are weaving a web of sin, and they are betraying the obedience with Father, right? And so, right here is Father. Okay, he's sending the communications like, this isn't right. You shouldn't be doing this. Okay, he's sending you that communication. He's speaking his truth. It's like you're ignoring that divine guidance right here. You're ignoring that divine guidance and thinking that you're in control, or you're saying that, hey, stop trying to control my life. Uh-uh. Don't ever say them words because that gives the devil the opportunity to come in and attach to your weaknesses when Father is trying to build your confidence and your self-esteem. Okay? Anything else, Father? Yeah, because it's something that needs to be addressed. Yeah, look. Balance yourself, heal yourself. This is the Reiki symbol. Me as a Reiki master, 1, 2, and 3, and a holy fire Reiki master, a holy fire Reiki master works with God. God went around healing the blind. God went around healing the leprosy, and God went around healing the leg pains and everything else. The holy fire Reiki master does just that. Okay. It's that balance. It's that duality. It's the inner divine authority and authorization. See, there's two different things when Father talks about authority and authorization, because he can authorize you to do something, but when he gives you the authority, you can go in and physically heal people. You can go in and physically do these things. And it's called the holy fire because our Father is the passion of Christ. Yeah. So have courage to be able to receive and have that unconditional love, because here's the dove of love. This is our Father saying he is that love. He wants you to be compassionate. He wants you to be able to receive the divine guidance. He's wanting you to be able to receive your gifts. And it's about taking that leadership, okay? Because this is about leading, okay? So what I'm getting is a lot of you want to come right in and try to make sacrifices in a relationship. It's like you want to, this is Lord Ganesh, okay? You want to make sacrifices accustomed to your wants and needs. And I rebuke you, devil. I rebuke and banish you. You can go now. You can go now. Whoever is trying to do that, I rebuke and banish you right now. You do not do that to my soul family. Okay. So, mm, when this comes in and I spiritually, it's like my head all of a sudden my crown was going like this. And that's because somebody, Lord Ganesh came through and said, somebody is trying to sacrifice. Okay. And for some of you, you have sacrificed a lot and not on a spiritual level of sacrificing. It could be the material objects and everything else. But somebody, Lord Ganesh is coming in, and Lord Ganesh is very powerful when it comes to it. He's very powerful in cutting away the things that no longer serve us. He's very powerful when it comes to following God's obedience of being able to cut off them energies that are trying to sacrifice you. And this is where you're learning to come into that expansiveness and to come into that transformation about being deeply rooted and grounded and communicating with our Father, right? Because this right here is the cycles of change that Father is talking to you about. Right here, this is the cycle of change. He is saying that it is time to make the change. It's like if you want eternal life, there's no more playing around. It's like you need to do it because lately you've been exhausting your steps. Okay. You're trying to take these big leaps. You want everything to change overnight. You want people, places, or things to change overnight. And God says only He can do that, not you. You work on you, they work on them. And when it comes to the relationship, you start working together as that unity. So that was specific for somebody because somebody gets in their ego. Yeah, told you. This is Teo. Right now, when I was rebuking and banishing that, it's because somebody was trying to project something on one of my soul family members in here. And when I say that, it's like energetically they came in watching, stalking. Okay. You want to stalk, you want to do that. It's like do the work and heal yourself because right now ain't nobody got time for your stuff, right? Ain't nobody got time for that. Even our Father handled each moment of and confirmation. Even our Father handled each moment of us being able to go with the flow, to get through the crown with our Father and the communication and the messages that are best for your path. But when somebody, yeah, okay, so that could be happening to a divine masculine right now. Okay, there's a divine feminine who is like all teary eyed. Okay, because Father just tried to have a tear roll down my face. So there's a divine feminine that is kind of teary eyed right now, like, whoa, wait a minute. Yeah, I've definitely got to change things. I can't go back into the old me because that's gonna wreck everything. Okay. So it's like soon you're gonna start trusting because Father, you had asked, guide me, show me. And Father said, you invited that help, and Father gave it to you. Now don't sit and try to turn away. Don't try to ignore the messages, okay? Don't try to ignore the messages and don't try to pursue things when God is saying, listen, seriously, I tell you this, you need to obey. You need to obey because He says, pursue me, pursue me. And when He's saying, pursue me, it's, oh, hold on. Thank you. Energetically, we just did the divine flow. And I have a technique that I do to be able to get rid of it. But it's like, you need to seriously just say, listen, I'm on my divine path. I'm walking in the righteousness with Father. This is what I want for my divine journey. This is where I want to step into my purpose, my soul mission, my destiny, so that my life can be better, so that my wishes, goals, dreams, and desires can come true. But the thing is you have to fully up to let God pursue you. If you're saying it, but your actions ain't showing it, you're not opening up that heart to allow God in to guide you, to show you. And this is making you have an iced heart. Okay, this is making you go back and forth with the Mercury retrograde in that confusion and frustration because you're like, why? Why does this keep happening? I thought we were changing. I thought, and it's also about the tears happening. Okay, Father just said something about the ice heart. It's like somebody who tends to let the tears out a lot. Okay, just know that energetically that is your energetic vessel releasing that hurt and pain that you're not willing to acknowledge, that you're not willing to speak about. Okay. So, Father is helping your energetic vessel release that out. And that's the divine guidance. That's the North Star. That's our Father driving your boat, making the change and transformation. And He does it out of unconditional love. So, trust the messages. Stop defying Him. Stop being disobedient. If you truly want to be saved and you truly want your blessings, you got to do the work. You have to do the work. You have to take, look, the right action. You have to step into the right action with the divine. God's not going to force you. It's your free will. He's not going to force you. And he's saying something right now that I let everything go, 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 go that is not for me. And I let everything in that is for me. Because what you are saying is, I'm deserving. I know I'm deserving of receiving God's great blessings. So, yes, Uday, absolutely. Ganesh, Jai Ganesh. Yes, yes. Ricky, you are so welcome. You are so welcome. I love you so, family. I greatly appreciate all of you. And may all your wishes, goals, dreams, and desires come true. May the protection watch over you, especially during this Mercury retrograde and being the lunar, okay, being in that lunar eclipse when it comes to 3 potent moons, okay? It's like, make sure that you are staying grounded. Make sure that you are blocking. Make sure you are asking Archangel Michael to remove the lower energies immediately. And even ask Archangel Metron to come in and put that cube around you so that every time that negative energy or the negative friends or negative family members or, whoever surrounds you comes to you, Archangel Michael and Metron, they team up as a divine team for God. Okay. And they block it out. They block it out. Okay. And there's many techniques that I'm going to show you, but not on this sacred task. That's going to be on another situation. He doesn't want me to say it out because yes, Archangel Michael and Archangel Metron. Metron is the one that will put the cube around you so that harm cannot keep spiritually attacking you on the spiritual warfare plane, where Archangel Michael, he's going to physically protect you. They each play a beautiful role. Okay. And my angel is Nimahe. Okay. And we're going to get to that too, because Father wants me to be able to give you your angel names, the angels, not only your guardian angels, but the angels that he deployed from his army of angels to you specifically. Okay. And we're going to be doing that, but we've got to finish the sacred task, because from now until September 14th, after September 14th, if there ain't significant changes and you didn't evolve and grow, to come into your purpose, that's where Father's talking about, he will give other people your blessings. Beautiful. Yes. Ask Archangel Metron to put that cube around you. Anytime you're feeling anxiety, anytime you're feeling like depression, loneliness, it's like, ask him to put that around. Because the thing is when he puts the cube around you and Archangel Michael removes any lower energies that are in the surrounding of that and protecting you, you should feel immediate release. Okay. You don't always have to say, I rebuke and banish you. You call in Archangel Michael and Archangel Metron and have them remove them lower energies immediately, and have Metron put that cube around you and protect you and the people you love. You're going to see how powerful it is, because anytime somebody tries to come at you, they're not going to be able to. They're not going to be able to. It's like they will feel like like Archangel Michael just said, you will, the people that are doing that to you, when you call them in, they will literally feel like they just ran like a 5K marathon, because they will show spiritually they squashed it. Yes, it's beautiful. And if you want, more knowledge, um okay, so Archangel Gabriel is coming in, and Archangel Uriel, which is beautiful because Gabrielle is all about the enlightenment. So if you want enlightenment, you call in Archangel Gabrielle. She's going to give you that purity from our Father and give you that enlightenment, help you see the beauty, right? And Archangel Uriel, which let me see if I can find little Miss Uriel. Where are you, little Miss Uriel? I need you. Thank you. Archangel Uriel, right here. So this is the beauty. Okay. If you want to start feeling beautiful about yourself, and you really want to start, focusing on your energetic vessel, call in Archangel Uriel and say, please show me how beautiful I am. Give me that enlightenment. Because when you call upon your angels, she will show you the beauty in you. They will show you the connection of friendships. She will give you motivation. Okay. So if some of you are trying to really like do better for yourself, call in Archangel Uriel. It's all about motivation, right? And abundance and that great joy and bringing harmony to you. Um, let's see if I can. Archangel Gabriel, there you are, beautiful. This is the divine beauty, right? So Archangel Gabrielle is coming in, and she will always make sure that you get clarity. Okay, if you want clarity, if you want insight, if you want, where to go, where did the creativity go? If you want to highlight your creativity, call in Archangel Gabrielle, because this is a divine blessing. When you start, and Archangel Gabrielle is also, if you want to grow, if you want to step into your purpose, call in Archangel Gabrielle, because I'm telling you, it's like she's not only nurturing, but you will feel that true unconditional love, because people are like, well, how does somebody love so much? Well, I'm constantly calling in my archangels. I'm constantly calling in my ascended masters. Why? Because they show you so much. They show you so much. And where is my little Mr. Raphael or Regwell? Yeah, because look at, there's Archangel Michael coming in with the protection. And he doesn't have to do it where he's using that muscle. He is God's right hand man. He is going to shield and protect you every step of the way. But you call in Archangel Metron, and he will come in. He will put that cube around you. I'm telling you, it's like you will feel massive difference. Archangel Raphael is out helping somebody build another foundation right now. That's why I can't find him. No, I'm trying to find him. There we go. Archangel Raphael. He's always taken action to make sure that your foundation is stable. He will definitely give you knowledge of what is shaking your foundation, what is making it unstable, what you need to do, who you need to cut off, people, places, or things, and to be able to take that action, because it's kind of what Archangel Raphael is talking about with the knowledge and everything. He's saying, like our Father come in, and his Father said, listen, Aaron and Moses, here, Here's the wand. Here's the staff. And when I tell you, I want you to take and touch it to the ground, right? It's about that action. So just know that when people are like, "Oh, yeah, these archangels and ascended masters aren't real. They don't do this, they don't do." Oh, yes, they do. Yes, they do. And I'm being guided to for all my soul family, I'm being guided to give you your deployed. Now you have 3 deployed guardian angels um that are from the archangels and the serum, the cherubs and stuff like that. But you have 3 for your intellectual, your emotional, and your physical. So if you're having physical issues where you're not regulating, for divine feminines, if you're not regular with your menstrual, that will help you. If you are having thyroid issues and you're having issues of not being able to just shed it, guess what? They help you. Because when you start healing yourself and healing yourself from all of that trauma, what you are doing, you are going in cellular deep. Okay. And they're asking me to show you. So when God asks, I deliver. So let me find it here. Let me find it. Because you're going to see this is like the cells within us, right? Look. So even though you heal it verbally and you think that you've worked through it, it still radiates in our energetic vessel deep in our cells and gives us chronic pains, chronic headaches, eye vision, issues. Um, it's like painless migraines, it gives us sleepiness, tiredness, okay? Feeling sad, depressed. It's because you have to dive deeper, okay? And some of this that you are also feeling, Father's coming in and saying some of this, when it's on a cellular level, okay, this could be from your past lives. This could be that cellular DNA genetics that was passed over from what your parents were going through and didn't heal and then conceived you in the womb, right? Planted the seed in the womb. Okay. The thing is some of their energy has now transferred over to you. And on a cellular healing, you are carrying that and not wondering, you're wondering like, how? Why am I feeling this way? I feel happy. I feel good. But you're feeling the emotions from them energetically because that in that DNA, you didn't go and dig in deep enough to heal the issues and make it a ritual to and in order when you heal, okay, now we've got a couple loved ones coming over. There's a mama figure coming over and a little girl. Okay. And okay. Wow. Even my deceased daughter, you know, she just came through too and she's like, Mama, we are all rooting for you because of the thing is you explain all of this in detail. And most people may get bored or say, oh, well, you're talking too much. But you know what? You give them in depth of what is going on in multiple different versions. So, however it resonates with them, they absorb it, they heed the message, Mama. And she said, you can just tell them about me. And okay, so when we're talking about deep cellular healing, now, I had a tubal pregnancy back in October 6th of 98. I had a tubal pregnancy where it did not travel into the uterus and the baby grew. Okay, now mind you, after 25 days, baby's got a heartbeat and she kept growing. She kept growing. And I woke up one morning to get ready to go to work because I was a nurse and my job was to take care of people. And I fell to the ground and couldn't get up. I was locked in the fetal position. And I couldn't explain this because I didn't have no symptoms of me being pregnant. Father never came in and said that he blessed me with another baby. And so it's like I called my cousin, because we were like roommates, me and her were like this before she also died of lung cancer and brain cancer. It's very strong in our family. But she had come to the door of the bathroom and I said, cuz I said, you got to get me up. You got to get me off this floor. I said, I can't even push myself off the floor. And so she and her boyfriend come in and tried to pick me up. And I was like, okay, I'm driving myself to the hospital. I need to find out what's going on. And she's like, no, 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 I'll take you. I said, no, I'll drive myself. And I jumped in my Impala, and guess what? I kicked her down, got to the hospital. Um, when I went into the emergency room, they said, well, is there any chance that you could be pregnant? And I said, well, I didn't plan to be pregnant, but where I'm feeling it, there's something wrong, in that area of that pressure. And he's like, well, let's check it out. They did the ultrasound and everything. Come to find out that I was almost 7 weeks pregnant in my tube. And it was like rupturing. So it was ready to take my life as well as my baby's life. Okay. And so, yeah, I've got pictures of it. And when they told me I was pregnant and it was in the tube, I named her Jessie because Jessie could be either female or male. And I named her Jessie. And she just came through and she's like, Mama, put it out there because that type of pain and healing, people need to know that it happens. Don't hold it in. Be proud, even though, like, she's coming in right now and saying, listen, you have to understand the bigger picture because God needed them to come back. That's why it didn't plant the seed of in the womb where it needed to be. Okay. He was wanting that to happen, but something came up and he needed that child, that light worker, that star seed, that little empath, that next generational light worker to go to another mission. Okay. But the thing is, what he said is he will always make sure that you are blessed bigger than what you lost. And when you understand that he called the baby back, he called your baby back, you have to learn how to say, okay, Father, I understand that you made me make this sacrifice with my vessel and you intended for her to be there with me, but you had to call her back. And you forgive Father as he forgives you, and you accept the understanding that not only did your baby help so many others, it's like, and he's saying over 100,000 others because your baby was for a mission. Your baby had a purpose, just like you do, just like I do. But the thing is you can't hold that pain of what's wrong with me? Why did it happen to me? Why ain't I good enough? You can't look at it like that. You have to look at it through God's lens, okay? Through God's eyes and his unconditional love. So when you're talking about deep cellular healing, like we just did, the deep cellular healing in your cells, if that healing remains, you will have lower back aches, you will have sciatic nerve disorders, you will have tingling, perineal nerve damage, you will have, feeling like you have like water, running down your leg when there's no water. That's perineal nerve damage. That means deep in your DNA, there's things that you didn't heal. And Father's coming through right now, and it's some of the family issues. Do not be scared to bring it up. Honor thy mother and thy father enough to say, I love you for creating me. I love you for being there for Father to take, you know, whatever skills and gifts that you had in your DNA and bring you two together to create me, because it doesn't matter about the indifferences of why you two didn't get along, or why daddy wasn't there growing up, or why mama wanted to give you away. You have to look at it in a different perspective. Father brought them two together, even with their indifferences, and co-created you as that unique starseed or light worker, because he had a bigger mission for you. So he had to use your parents to come together to co-create you. And that's where a lot of people don't dig deep like that. Okay. And they become too afraid to talk to their parents about it or to express their feelings. Okay, listen. He says, you are growing, child. You are growing. And it is time. Express them emotions. Hit that fear face on, so nobody can use them weaknesses against you. This way, you're the one speaking the truth. You're the one putting it out there. Nobody can fabricate. Nobody can try to hem you up. Nobody can use anything against you, because you are speaking the truth. You and Father. Okay? So he's saying, thank you for the confirmation, Father. But go into that cellular healing, okay? Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you, sugar. I love you, sweetheart. Yes. Love for Jessie and for the things that she did, and her to come through to speak it out and say, listen, when you have that type of trauma, or even there's even deeper trauma, if you haven't lost a child, Father is saying there's even deeper issues when it comes to that cellular healing of family sexual abuse, sexually trauma, siblings violating you, whatever it may be. You need to be able to heal from that, okay? Yes. I love you, sister. I love you. Yes, lots of love and hugs. I'm hugging you. I'm hugging you here. I got my arms wide open, hugs. So, yeah. So, he wants you to see it as wisdom, not as pain, but he had it for a greater purpose. And you will be able to see your child again. When you come into your purpose, just like Jessie just came through for me, she came through me, or to me, and she just brought up too, she's like, mama, you even have the ultrasounds of me in there, my heart beating and everything. They got her heartbeat and everything on the ultrasound thing. So just know that being able to talk about it and understand the wisdom of why Father knows that that baby had to come back, it was for a bigger mission, just like you are. It wasn't to punish you. It wasn't to create this long lasting, heartache or pain. He says, listen, my child, I will bless you plentiful, but I need this child for a bigger mission. Okay. It's because you and the person that you co created, Father brought you two together to make that powerful being, to make that angelic, beautiful, loving child. And somebody's talking smack right now. Okay. Yeah. So somebody was just saying something. Somebody was trying to bag on me about this right now. Um, but let that be your motivation to the scars, because you see how your garment is like ripped and torn, and there's like scars and like that massive healing. Okay, use that as your motivation to propel yourself forward, to launch yourself into a new beginning, into a new understanding, so that when you think about that, you're like, you know what, yes, Father sacrificed his life for our sins. And that deep loss that I felt, that pain that I have been holding in, it was like you loved Father so much with that creation that you made with that seed that he had to call your baby back for a bigger mission. Because when you step into your purpose, you will come together with your twin and your child for something legendary. Something, Father saying something jaw dropping. Okay. So just know there is wisdom behind everything that Father does because he knows the divine plan. It's just you need to sit down and understand that wisdom and knowledge to know it was never meant to hurt you. It was for the eternal life for a greater purpose. So, lots of love to all of you. Thank you, Father, for this beautiful message of them, the divine feminines, really standing in their power to be able to emotionally make them changes, to come into their sacred purpose and their task and stand strong. Yes, you are very welcome, Sister Luana. I love you so much, and I am so grateful that the strong message came out because it's now we need to stand in our power. We need to help the ones make the change and come into their true self of who they are. Because just like he just, had Jesse come through, yeah, there's a divine masculine saying that. Wow. Okay. So there's a divine masculine that has a teary eyes, like very emotional. I'm hearing very emotional because it's like his mama didn't lose a baby, but he lost his mama, is what I just heard this energy come through. Okay. And it's like he got all teary eyed with that message. So that's where that healing is coming from. That's where people need to dig deeper. Okay. But yeah, this is starting to freeze up. This is starting to freeze up. Yes, sugar, pat yourself on the back. So, family, you are all doing this amazing healing. You're putting in the hard work, and that's showing, Father, that you love him and you're dedicated and devoted to being saved by him, to be blessed by him, and to walk in that righteousness, to be fully protected, right? To have that full protection. Yeah, that's beautiful. Yes, thank you, sister. Thank you so, family. I love all of you. God bless all of you. May your wishes, goals, dreams, and desires come true. May your reality, your intentions become your reality of what you are thinking. And God is ready to bless you. So, yes, absolutely, sweetheart. Yes, we are all doing this together. We are growing, glowing, and flowing together. And so, family, it's about that positivity of being the pillars of strength as our soul family, because God made us our soul family for a reason, and it's for that lifetime. Okay, because the soul means that's that lifetime connection, and we're all doing it together. So I'm so proud of all of you. Congratulations to all of us, putting in the time, the effort, and the hard work and the great understanding and being able to balance our mind and our heart so that we get the divine messages that need to come through to evolve us to that higher level. So I love all of you. It's Wonderful Wednesday. You are all wonderful. You are all wonderfully amazing, strong, brave, noble, humble, loving, caring, compassionate, and don't stop being you for a minute. Don't even stop being you for not even 1 minute. Okay. And never apologize for who you are. Be very unapologetic to who you are because God co created you to be that masterpiece. Okay. Never, never apologize for who you are because He made you with the divine creation of that perfect you. Thank you, Sugar Love. Yes. Yes. Thank you. I greatly appreciate you, sisters. Yes. So, family, Much love to our soul family and to all the newcomers. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and the little notification bell so you know when I go live. Like I said, if anybody wants to get a hold of me to know how to do, deeper healing, down on the title, there's the little more button. Click on that. Scroll all the way to the bottom. It's got my email. You will have to reach out to me. I will never be the one to reach out to you because you're going to know if you need the healing or you want help or the guidance, as a life coach and a healer, as who I am as the Earth Angel healer. But only you are going to know. Anybody who cares to leave a donation, the details down there for the Cash App is also down in the description. You can go in there and check it out. That's up to you. But other than that, yes, I love you all. God bless you. Good night. Sending lots of love and light, healing prayers to anybody who needs it. And I'm saying, raise your vibration. If you got to crank that music and dance around your kitchen in your socks, well, let's do it. Okay. Let's do it. It's like raise your vibration and keep it on a high frequency because that's where positive things are going to come in, not negative. So, love you all. God bless you. Good night. Good day. Thank you, you day. Lots of love, sister. Mwah. Good night. Peace.